There will be no Palawan Split as majority of the residents say no to the plebiscite dividing the province based on the official tally. According to the Parish Pastoral Council for Responsible Voting, in all 23 towns of the province, 172,304 voters were against on the plebiscite, while 122,223 voted to support the division. Provincial Board member Ryan Mamita on Sunday already conceded loss as he accepts, respects, and honors the decision of the majority. He also added that it is a form of healthy exercise of democracy. Meanwhile, this plebiscite is after RA 1125-9 seeking to divide the provinces of Palawan into three smaller provinces, namely Palawan del Sur, Palawan del Norte, and Palawan Oriental. Food and Drug Administration or FDA authorizes Gamaleya Institute Sputnik V for emergency use in the Philippines last March 19. As of the country has already received 600,000 doses of Sinovac and 525,600 doses of AstraZeneca vaccines last week. According to Vaccines Czar Carlito Galvez, they are expecting to receive another 1.4 million and 979,200 more doses of Sinovac and AstraZeneca respectively. Galvez hopes that the steady supply of vaccines will allow them to inoculate at least 1.7 million healthcare workers by the second quarter of 2021. Meanwhile, the country faces another wave of surge on the first week of March and has reported an alarming 7,999 cases of COVID-19 positive last March 20, the highest single-day tally ever recorded. Researchers from Shandong First Medical University and Shandong Academy of Medical Sciences in Taiwan, China, have discovered a new bat virus in the same place which they believe to be 94.5% identical to COVID-19. The scientists said that the disease called RPYN06 was the closest disease to COVID-19 so far, as it shares similar spike protein structure on the outside of the virus that it uses to bind to human cells. Shandong scientists looked at 411 samples collected from 23 bat species in Yunnan province in China during 2019 and 2020 and found 4 viruses related to SARS-CoV-2. The World Health Organization has previously warned more diseases like COVID-19 that can jump from animals to humans, calling the threat Disease X. The Supreme Court rejects petitions challenging Philippines' unilateral withdrawal from the International Criminal Court or ICC last March 16, 2 years after it took effect. Minority senators argued that the withdrawal was invalid as it lacks the approval of the 2/3 of the Senate and added that such move would also prevent the Filipinos for an effective means to assert their rights against abuses from state forces. The said withdrawal came after the ICC started its preliminary investigation on President Duterte's drug war, citing allegations on extrajudicial killings and other violations of human rights. Meanwhile, SC has stood firm on its decision and stated that it has enough power to protect human rights in the Philippines. The People's Television Network became viral on Tuesday night after posting an anti-Duterte hashtag on its Twitter account. The hashtag Duterte Palpak was included in a tweet about the president's directive to provide free masks to the public. Hours later, the network apologized for what it labeled as a malicious post and vowed to impose disciplinary actions against the members of its social media team. Until next week, this is EXplainED Express, delivering you the most pressing issues straight to your fingertips.